What's up, my honeys? It's KingBritneyChanel and I'm back with yet another video. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing the YouTube couple Carmen and Corey. Y'all may know them as Carmen and Corey on YouTube. They have millions of subscribers. They just went through a little breakup and a lot of stuff has surfaced online. So we're going to be talking about it. Honey, it's trending. Let's talk about it. But before we get started, definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you are notified every time I release a video so that you can get your honey for the tea. And let's get started.
I already know it's your girl, KingBritneyChanel.
What's up, honeys? It's KingBritneyChanel, and this video is powered by KingBritneyChanel Couture. My merch is available on teespring.com. The link is always in the description, and there's a merch shelf under every single video. Let's get into the topic. I hope y'all enjoy. Okay, honeys, so let's talk about what is going on with these trending topics on YouTube today. As I told y'all, we're going to be discussing the YouTube couple Carmen and Corey. It's always interesting to see how YouTube couples, you know, interacts and all that on YouTube. And honey, as long as I've been on YouTube, honey, YouTube couples be full of the drama. Now let's talk about it, y'all. I'm gonna get into the honey for today's tea. If you are new to my channel, honey for the tea represents Yah's truth and his promises and how we could apply those things to everyday life situations from like that spiritual perspective. Okay, we're gonna get into the honey for the tea. You always want to have like a positive outlook even on even in life's bitter tea, like unpleasant situations, if that makes sense to y'all. So if y'all don't know this couple, they are a YouTube couple. They have like 58 million subscribers on YouTube. They typically, I've seen like they do like those prank type of videos. It kind of reminded me of like CJ So Cool or Queen Naja and the whole situation with that. So let's talk about what happened with it. So I'm gonna just give y'all the whole play-by-play, and then I'm gonna give my opinion on everything. I'm gonna be putting little screenshots on the screen so y'all can see what's going on. So apparently, you know, the guy, his name is Corey. They last name the Pritchetts. Okay, apparently he reached out to another young lady, and even though I have potential sideline, I'm just coming from a perspective of asking a question. Was he trying to make this young lady a potential sideline? Now, I'm going to read to y'all what happened, because he reached out to a young lady other than his wife, and the wife kind of went through that Instagram, baby, and now we here, honey. Everything, they've been going back and forth on Twitter and all kind of stuff, and now we here, okay? So, let me read to y'all. And it's always sad when you see people bringing their personal business to social media, especially married couples. But this, I feel like, will be a good teachable moment for a lot of people. So Carmen Pritchett, and her name is Carmen Pritt on social media. It says, and this was posted on the Shade Room Team. So if y'all want to see all 9 of them going back and forth, and y'all want to catch every little thing that was said, the comments, Shade Room Teams, okay? All right, this is what you said. Mind you, Corey tried this plenty off time, and she is, I don't know, it seems like she may be a Latina or maybe Hispanic or something like that, so maybe that's why she wrote it like that. And some ish always went left, and please don't act like you meet with everyone before doing a video. Let's keep it real and keep it moving, because I'm not going to sit here and question myself if I'm wrong. So his wife is really kind of cheesed off that he decided to he claims that he was trying to do a prank video. And y'all know, I personally feel about those prank videos when people be doing them cheating pranks and all that. If you in a solid relationship, you should not be doing all of that, because it just causes problems. And clearly, because they was doing those prank videos, they was business partners and all this other stuff, they're married and they do these videos, he was able, I guess, to try to use this as an excuse. So this is why maybe she's reacting like this. So let me read some of what he's saying. He said, would you like to grab used for a YouTube video? Huh? This was, I guess, the girl responding. He said, SMH, I'm sorry, I don't know what the blank I typed, but I asked, would you mind collabing for a video for my YouTube channel? I want to do a video flirting with my personal trainer, and I thought you'll be perfect for it. Now, let me tell you why this is all the way wrong, and I feel like his wife has a valid point on why she's upset about this. If you a married man, you're supposed to be staying away from all appearances of you doing wrong, period, point blank, okay? It shouldn't be no, oh, I'm gonna play like I'm about to, you know, get a personal trainer and the rest of this stuff, because honestly, all it takes is a little seed in your mind. That's how the enemy works, okay? All it takes is that little planting a seed, and then when you act on that, first of all, you already committing adultery in your mind with the thoughts of that rolling, okay? So then now you go from the seed being planted to now you trying to act on that thought, okay? This is how adultery happens. This is how people start to cheating. It's all in the mind first. And so typically in the world that we live in today with social media and, you know, women, y'all be seeing Tory Lanez live and all the rest of this stuff that goes on IG and all of this stuff where women now, due to, I feel like, certain agenda type of stuff, they are wanting to be IG baddies and Insta, all this other stuff or whatever. They don't really want to be women, you know, that are virtuous anymore. And it's like a guy could log on Instagram and pretty much get little personal videos that he would otherwise have to go other places. So it's like everything is all out on front display now. And so now a person could be home committing adultery, just scrolling through their Instagram explore page now. And it's like people perceive this as normal, but you know, such is life. This is the world, you know, some people choose to live in. Now, it says, LMAO, okay, you in Houston. So the girl is kind of like laughing, like probably it could be a nervous laughter or he trying to play these games. Now, this is the thing that really, I don't think he's seeing. If you have a wife, you should never want to embarrass your wife in any type of way. Like, me personally, I wouldn't be going for any embarrassment. Like, you better not be having me look crazy on social media that you've been talking to anybody, especially knowing that it's chicks waiting. Like, some chicks is just really, I feel like they are children of their father, the enemy, because you would have to be influenced to talk to somebody's husband, and all of these other men exist in the world, and you want somebody that belongs to somebody else. That's somebody that got I feel mental, you know, issues, me personally, because I'm like, I would always want my own. I'm not a person that I sit there and I be coveting what other people have, and those are people that have issues that do all of that. Some definitely have to be off in your mind. Like, all of these people in the world, and you had to settle. Like, what in the low self-esteem is going on here? But I'm just saying that the girl probably is somewhere, she could be laughing to herself, like, this dude is really trying to try it. I'm not really necessarily saying that that's her in situations. I'm just talking about in general how some of these women work. Especially knowing that, you know, maybe the girlfriend of the person or the wife of the person is a social media influence. Some of these girls, they want to live the life of the wife. They look and they like, oh, they're living like this, and they desire that. So they think, like, if they try to, you know, let's think about Trey Songz. You know, he called himself Mr. Steal Your Girl. Well, they Miss Steal Your Man. They think if they live that life that they're going to be rewarded for that. And baby, it ain't no reward being a sideline or a side piece. The only reward you're going to get is that you put in curses on yourself, and that you're going to not be successful and happy in your own relationships, because you're going to have to pay for that. The Most High, he does get vengeance for those who belong, you know, for those who belong to him. And he does bring down judgment for people that's doing unrighteousness and all that other stuff. So you could take your chances if you want to, messing with somebody's husband, honey. And everybody in your whole line, honey, from the children on, will be dealing with what they dealing with. Now, let me read this. It says, LOL, yeah, I actually live in Katy though. So he already like, this where I live. You feel me? I could meet your first though. You know, these people, Lord, how they write. So you can actually know who I am. LOL, it'll be weird to just actually do a video not knowing each other. Now, mind you, this is why this is so suspiciana. If you and your wife do a couple's YouTube channel, why is it that you didn't get management involved to kind of back you with this or something like that? Because the girl mentioned management on several occasions. Why didn't you kind of make sure that you were not personally dealing with the person on this level? Because it could have led to something inappropriate. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, the wife, of course, she put up on her social media, but when I asked, you just want to tell me that I'm 2D insecure and scared to be around females. Like, dude, if I'm insecure, it's because you created me that way. When you wrong, you just say you wrong. Every time something happened with a female, I'm the one that gets called insecure, dumb, stupid. I'm here for YouTube only. And I think that she's saying this because he put up an Instagram live, y'all. And honey, he shaded the mess out of her. I mean, it was like he was talking to the tune of, women DM him all the time and he don't respond to DMs and all this other stuff or whatever. Mind you, he's DMing this lady, and he made her kind of propositioning like he made her with this whole YouTube thing. Talking about he gonna put her, she could leave his house, kind of to the tune of he trying to put her out, because she mentioned that she would have to be staying at, hotels and stuff sometime. And it was just like, my brother, I think that you're really confused, bro. Like, if anything, it would be cheaper to not break up with her or cheaper to keep her, because if you decide to marry a woman, boo-boo, now that you claim that you made her into all of what it is, she's now accustomed to a lifestyle, brother. So now you're going to have to pay to keep up that lifestyle for her and your child, okay? His offspring, his children. You're now gonna have they're accustomed because you done moved them in that big house. Y'all getting these YouTube big checks, and it's happening. Cause he made it seem like, honey, he was the bomb boom, and like he just made her whole existence. And this is what I be telling these young ladies. I be trying to tell these folks, you have to come to the table with more than you just feel like you look attractive, because this is how these dudes try to play you in the end with all the situations. Ladies, learn from this. This is why I named this video this title, because if you thinking that you just gonna be attractive and that's gonna keep a man, you have to get a greater understanding. And let me tell you something, even with the young lady, looking at her on social media and stuff like that, she presents herself like an Insta model or an Insta baddie or whatever. It's kind of like, you see her, she be in some of the swimsuits. It kind of look like she could have, may have had some work done and all of the rest of that. And the reason that I'm mentioning this is you typically keep or lose a man with whatever way that you attracted him. So if you was the type that you want to be all promiscuous and getting work done or whatever, to be on Instagram looking like an Insta baddie, that guy is going to be attracted to those type of women, which there are plenty of women who they go to them little surgeons and get them little Brazilian little butt lifts and all that stuff that they get, and there's plenty of women. So you basically attracted a man using vanity and the makeup and all the extra stuff that females do. So you basically attracted a man on something based off of the foundation of something that's not solid, something that is just, if a man is into that heavy anyway, that means that he's into women that have made themselves into a trophy of lust. And any man that's just attracted to you and trying to trophy you, this is what I call it, the trophy effect, okay? Where he's trying to get you to just look like eye candy those particular type of dudes, at the end of the day, this is how they treat these type of women. They don't respect them for anything other. Like, could you imagine, this is this dude's child's mother, wife, all of that stuff, and he's trying to put her out of the home? Like, are you serious? Like, she would have him on all fronts. Alienation of affection, adultery. Like, I mean, her being accustomed to a lifestyle, spousal support. We're not even going to talk about the whole child support aspect that would come up out of this whole situation. She would have his house, and probably a better looking house than the house he got, with a new boo in it. Okay, so I think he seemed like a dude that's a young dude that need to get into perspective. But a lot of times this happens, I feel, also because like I said, like, people are getting with people and not getting to know these type of people, and then you're expecting a person to be a moral, person, when clearly he was attracted to you due to seduction, or promiscuity, or you looking like a trophy of lust. You can't want a person to be, emotional, and to, have these moral values and the rest of this stuff. And the whole foundation was built off of them having moral issues, which is lust. So when you try to date those type of men, that's only, you want the women with the big, assets, or the over exaggerated assets and stuff, that's what they're going to be chasing after. They are lustful with their eyes, and that's what they're going to be doing. And a lot of women, they don't want to realize that, but that's just the truth. When you attract a man for who you actually are, and the Most High, this is why he says to be modest and prepare yourself as a woman to be a wife and all of this other stuff. The preparations to be a wife is something serious, y'all. Y'all better read that book of Esther, honey, where she prepared herself, honey, with them oils and the rest of this stuff. And he gave a lot of instruction on how women is supposed to present themselves, and how their virtue is supposed to be what sets you apart, and what is supposed to be the attractive part of you. Because when you make not to say that it's not okay to look good or whatever, but I'm saying, like, when you make yourself extreme and you trying to look seductive, you gonna get a man that's lust driven, and he gonna want that all the time. He gonna be trying to get it, look at the whole K situation, okay? Entertainer, music, just lust driven, and the rest of that. And he had multiple women because that's what was his muse, and that's what drove him. You feel me? So you cannot expect a person that you got a certain way to somehow be this moral individual when that wasn't him from the jump. If a person is a man of integrity, they're going to want you for who you actually are. They're going to take the time to get to know you. And the reason why I'm saying take the time to get to know you is because in his video, he was saying, honey, that he's doing everything he was supposed to be doing, and he's changed. She did give him credit for some of the changes, but she was saying that she still was not satisfied with certain stuff. And the thing that I noticed that men do sometimes, women will spell it out plain as day what the problem is. And men that just simply chop it up to, oh, I'm doing everything correct, and the woman still is feeling a certain type of way, is because the dude oftentimes do not really care about how the woman feel in the first place. Now, to his point, I don't think that, because he mentioned that he felt like his wife Carmen was always bringing up his past. But if you have made, decisions to where you have, not been faithful and been doing all of this stuff, of course that's going to cause insecurity and cause a person to be always looking at you from the side. Like, that's a hurtful thing as a woman, to be embarrassed in such a way as this. Like, I seen a video of a girl talking about he was doing all of this, I call it the pillow talk, where he was saying all of this negative stuff about the girl and all kind of stuff. And it's like, this is what, people that are not faithful, they do. They pillow talk with these females. The females who are the sidelines, they feel empowered because the person, of course, is saying all of this negative stuff about their spouse or their companion. And what happens is those females are oftentimes silly because they don't realize if the person is sticking around with you, you're not spending all of your time with that person. So of course you're going to get a glimpse or a kind of, I would say, a seared view of what is actually going on. You're not going to get the full truth about what he's doing. Why is she complaining? Why is she saying these things about him? You feel, why is it that she doesn't have affection toward him? Is it because he's messing with these sidelines that she has hardened her heart toward this person? Because they'll always come, them dudes always come, oh, we ain't together, oh, you know, she doing me like this and the rest of this. But they're never going to tell you what it is that they're doing to cause these issues. So, you know, ladies and young men, y'all got to keep that in mind with this. So she basically said, every time something happens with a female, I'm the one that gets called insecure, dumb, stupid. I'm here for YouTube only. And I just didn't like how he tried to play her like that. Everybody that watch YouTube know a lot of those channels where people kind of try to present themselves as a family and different stuff, or relationship type of stuff. People are into that. And so she's, you know, just as a part of the business as he is. So to try to make it seem like he just accomplished all of this stuff, like, let's stop, sir. Everybody know that people is tuning in for those family type of vlog and relationship type of videos. That's why a lot of those people be getting in relationships to be on there. So they, you know, they still was going back and forth. He was on Twitter. I just feel like driving to Alabama by myself. Go. She says, go. Nobody is holding you back. He says, pitiful. You right down stairs replying to my tweets when they are not that serious for you to be replying to. She says, LOL, says the one that haven't said a word to me. Who's pitiful? I'm just letting you know you can go. Don't get on Twitter like something is holding you back from driving. And so he says, you said what you had to say. There's no need for me to say nothing to you. So it's clear that either, like, if a person is saying that they gonna go and all of that stuff, I mean, that's something for her, his wife, to think about. Like, you know, granted, you know, she did give him credit for changing in certain areas, but she did say that he still had development in other areas. She would have to be the one to make the ultimate decision on whether she gonna decide to keep dealing with that. They claim that they're broken up with this whole situation. I personally think that, you know, this is why people need to take time to get to know people. It should be a whole stage of you getting to know a person before you decide to get married to that person, and without all the extras, without you messing with the person on a physical level, without all of that happening, because then you'll be able to see the real person. Like, a lot of these people in the world we live in, it's just you see the representative and the perception of the person and who, you know, they're presenting themselves to be. And maybe that could have been an initial man that she fell in love with, but all the while, as I was saying, like, from how he's acting, like, who says, you know, things like they wife was, you know, only there for YouTube, and just like that you made your, just all kind of just bugged out stuff. And it's just like, if your wife had a concern about a female, why not just, you know, calmly talk about it like, no, I would never do that? Or just, why come on social media trying to play your wife and calling your wife out her name? And if she mentioned something, honey, about honey, I'm gonna say a vid that is not necessarily, you know, a vid that any individual would want out of themselves. And she kind of was saying, like, she felt like he would put her out there because he knows her past and stuff like that. And all I would have to say to that measure is he would play himself with that also. A lot of the you know, people that choose to do that, to try to put people they personal out there, you know, that's the FEL just on go in a lot of states. Like, you will get yourself so jammed up that, like, you would really play yourself just to me, certain laws are just written in favor of the wife. So I feel like he should really think about that. Maybe talk to older gentleman to talk about some of these things that have been through life, because the way he moving is just bugged out with this whole situation. Like, sir, you was all the way wrong for being married in somebody DMs talking about you was trying to do a video collab. And they was saying that just the other week that he had reached out to another YouTuber that was a female on YouTube or whatever concerning some DMs. So it's just like, sir, if you gonna live a single life, then let her go on and just, I feel like, pay your alimony, spousal, all that stuff he's supposed to pay, since he feel like he big and bad and he's getting money and all the rest of this stuff. That's what I think about this whole situation. It's KingBritneyChanel. You already know. Definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. What are y'all's thoughts on this whole Corey and Carmen situation? Do y'all feel like Carmen is just being insecure, or do y'all feel like Corey was in the wrong for DMing this young lady and trying to make it seem like it was for a prank video? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you all soon on the next video. And I'm out. Hey honeys, thank you for watching my video, and if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.